Chiefs win and cover the 8.5?
Well, Skip, I think the thing is that there's a lot of motivation. I heard Travis Kelce talking about he's looking forward to considering what they did last time they won the ball game there. I think the Chiefs are going to win this ball game. Now it's going to be very interesting because they got a lot of COVID. A lot of guys are. They got like 8 guys, 9 guys out, and they got to keep testing negative.
Guess whose fault that is?
Theirs.
It's the head coach.
Right? And they're probably going to get a big old fine, too.
Yeah, well, they've already gotten.
They're going to get some more.
They got some draft pick already.
They're going to get some more fines, too.
Because the head coach just ignored it.
Yeah.
No.
It sounds like something like Al. Like that's something Al would do.
Yep.
and not even care about it. Skip, I'm going to say they do cover because even though they beat the Chiefs last time, Mahomes was off just a little. He was off just a little. He had a couple of plays with Tyreek Hill, and he's slightly underthrown, and the guys were able to get back and break those plays up, would have been long touchdowns. So even though with that being said, he still threw for over 300, 340. I think he had 3 touchdowns. So with that being said, I'm going to say they do cover. Derek Carr had his best game of the season, I believe, in that game, Skip. But if you look at the previous 3 games, he was averaging 143 yards passing. The key for the Chiefs is being able to stop the Raiders' run game. Josh Jacobs has been on a mission, Skip.
Yep.
And, we didn't see a whole lot of him in Alabama. He was like, man, that's all he played. He only played got 150 carries. But he had that breakout game against your Sooners.
Yeah, you know why?
Because they snubbed him.
Because he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they just said, who?
Yeah, and they waited till the very last minute, and Coach Saban had them swooped in there and got it.
Swooped.
So I'm going to say they do cover. I'm going to say they cover the 8.5. Mahomes put a little bit more distance between him and the other MVP contenders. I'm going to say they do cover this spread 8.5.
You don't seem to have much conviction about this because you were actually tiptoeing around your prediction when I thought you'd say this is a blowout.
No, Skip. Here's the thing. This is a division rival. These 2 teams hate each other. So they didn't really need any extra added motivation between driving the bus around the stadium. Bop, 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 bop. They didn't really need any motivation.
By the way, that's something you would have done.
Oh, totally.
Right?
That had me all over. I don't like the Groove did it, but I can see me. Hey, let's take
just one.
Let's take a lap.
Yeah, okay.
A little lap.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say they do cover. I'm gonna say Mahomes throws for almost 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
He'd better. He is in the brightest spotlight. This should be his MVP signature game where he just lights them up. He should throw for 500 yards.
Nah, he won't throw.
It's a revenge game.
Yep.
It's a revenge on the bus lap, the victory lap game. And it's possible, I don't know this for a fact, but it's possible Patrick Mahomes is going to be playing the practice squad defense for the Raiders because all the COVID is hitting the defense much harder than the offense. In fact, I've yet to hear of any offensive COVID victims so far.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, it was the offense. Yeah. Remember, the whole offensive line was out.
I got it. But I think they're back. I think.
Well, Cleveland Farrell and Corey Littlejohn, they tested positive. So they're probably out. Now, the other guys that high risk, as long as they keep testing negative, they'll be able to come back.
I'm just not sure. But it also could be the practice squad because they've had to elevate a bunch of guys from the practice squad. And they even said yesterday, we have no idea we can even run out there.
Right.
Okay? So wouldn't you think that Mahomes, away from home, should have a monster game?
Well, Skip, obviously, if you're going to be without this many starters, obviously it makes it. But, you don't underestimate anybody, Skip, because that's the last thing you can do. It's like, oh, man, they down Abram and LaMarcus Jordan and Hankins, and you underestimate somebody you said. But Andy Reid's not going to let that happen. They got motivation, just like they had motivation when they played you guys last year. And they went back to your building, beat your brakes off you in New England.
Oh, now I'm a New England.
Yeah, you Tom Brady. You don't bet against Tom. My homeboy says, bet against him.
Yeah, but when the chips were on the table, you don't bet against Brady at Kansas City in an AFC championship
Like you say, he was a pup. He was a kid.
No, he's a pup.
Yeah. Only his first year starting.
You will be sweating this game on Sunday because you know your man is in the crosshairs because this is an MVP caliber game where you need to really put up big numbers and separate from the field because if you don't, people are going to be looking side-eye at your performance here because as I keep reading you out of Pro Football Focus, even before the bye week, because they're coming off their bye, that Pro Football Focus said Patrick Mahomes has had an inconsistent year.
Well,
period, end of story.
All I know is the sports books got him as the favorite.
Okay.
I know USA Today got him as the favorite. I know other publications have him as the favorite. That's what I know. I mean, all that other stuff I skip, I don't like to do conjecture. I don't like to do speculation or innuendo. But that's what we do know.
Well, I won't do any conjecture or speculation when I tell you the only thing I know about what's happened so far this year is that the Raiders went to Homeboy's home and won 40-32 and outplayed the home team in every way, every statistical category. They put up 480 yards to 413. 413 is really good, but 480 is really wrong for your defense to give up at all.
Well, that's on Chris Jones. Honey Badger going to have to do a better job to make sure they don't possess the ball like they did last time. Make sure they're not running the ball like they did last time. And my homeboy is not going to be off. The likelihood of him being slightly off again is not very good. I can see him coming out of this game being 30-1. 30 tubs and 1 INT.
Wait, what is he now?
25-1.
So you got him for 5
I can see that happening. 29-1, 30-1.
Okay. I'll do over under 5. I'll take under 5 for a case.
No, do 4. I do 4 tubs.
You'll do 4 touchdowns for a case?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you. Saw you coming.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't think you did.
Saw you coming. I knew I could get you.
So the point is that the Raiders are being a little overlooked on the other side of the ball, which is their offensive side.
No, the offense is good.
Pro Football Focus ranks them 8th in offense.
They're good.
And they're 8th in points scored per game.
Because, Skip, they can run the ball better than you think. They can run Josh Jacobs can really run the football. And they got guys. Aguilar's found a home. Had Aguilar been like this in Philly, he would still be in Philly. Skip, remember last year he had a touchdown against the Falcons? Walking to him, hit him in stride. And he dropped it.
Yeah.
He's dropped more than he's caught. But out at Oakland, he didn't drop anything. Hunter Renfrow just keeps making third down catches, getting behind people. Henry Ruggs, you know he has blazing speed. And the Williams kid. And you still got to deal with Waller.
Got to deal with him. Yeah.
So offensively, they got a good offensive line. Trent Brown, they got the Colton Miller. They got Hudson. They got a very, very good offensive line. No, they great. Because they do a great job of protecting Derek Carr, but my homeboy on another level.
So, very quietly, Derek Carr has 16 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. So, only 2 interceptions. Could he throw 3 against Kansas City? Sure he could.
It ain't going to be better than the 40 we going to throw.
So, 8.5. I think I'll take the 8.5 for another case.
Nope.
You won't even do that?
Nope.
Against the practice squad defense?
That ain't a practice squad.
Kidding me?
Skip, you don't know, Skip. We're still 2 days away. They can continue to test negative and be able to play.
8.5, and you don't have that much faith in the homeboy?
Let that sink in.
He's the runaway MVP, says you.
Let that sink in for just a second. You're on the road. When was Tom Brady 8.5 point favorite on the road this year? Against who?
Okay, so what? That's a great point.
Yeah,